I think he's been, Taylor's moved around the lineup a little bit. He's found himself up with Yarncroc once in a while and found himself in front of the net on the power play once in a while and killing some penalties once in a while and certainly playing with Goose. I think he's probably maybe more than any other position. Their line, in my opinion, last game was excellent. I mean, they were noticeable. They had a tough assignment where more than 50% of their matchup was against Tavares, and not only did they do a real good job, they were able to generate offense and push the pace. And I thought that their line was really strong, and Taylor was a big part of that. His speed in which he attacked the game, I thought, was excellent.
As far as Ryan goes, I know you said you kind of started off and monitored his ice time. Do you pick it up incrementally?
It could and should go up a little bit today. We're probably still in a situation where maybe we'll look at 5-on-5 minutes only, but try to increase it a little bit. I thought that his game was a lot more comfortable. He seemed like he was in more control and more competitive in the battles. And I just think coming off of a tough injury and so much time off, the more time you get on the ice and away from that injury, the better off you are. And we're gonna continue to be smart with it. He won't be playing 24 minutes tonight, but we'll continue to work him back in. He's not only is he coming off the injury, I think when you're out that long, you're trying to find your game as well. And his game was much better that night.
Peter, what did you see in Colin Wilson's game before you got here, and what do you think of it What do you think of it this season?
It's been difficult for me to comment on anybody's game before I got here. I was in the Eastern Conference and out of work, so my knowledge was not great. I had conversations with Colin this summer. He was training hard, and really it was an open book for everybody, coming in here and what they were. The opportunity they would receive and how they would handle that opportunity. He's been such a strong player for us the entire year. His speed and his ability to protect the puck and create offense has been so noticeable from day one, and very consistent as well. And it's been a good year for him, from what I understand about from his past years. But again, my knowledge is really only 1 year, and he's been one of our top players.
You've got a bunch of guys that are right around 20 or more goals, and what does that balance do? You might have 6 guys this year. What does that balance do for a coach?
Well, it's good. I mean, I think it gives opportunity, not only just from the forwards. A lot of times you think about it, it comes from the forwards, but our defense is really able to contribute. I don't know if they'll get to 20 goals, maybe some of them, but just the fact that the back end, I think, can really skate and move the puck helps in that balance that you're talking about on really all 3 lines. And that's when we're at our best, I think, when our defense is really moving the puck and effectively getting us out of our end, effectively getting us through the neutral zone, and then generating off the rush or from the offensive zone. So our defense really adds to that as well, to the forward line balance that we have. And there's no for the most part, there's no set rules differently for each line. Everybody kind of falls under the same house, and guys have done a real good job, I think, of providing that balance.
Cody was talking about some of the adjustments he's had to make in the systems between Toronto and here. I wonder, have you seen him making those adjustments as he gets better?
I thought his game was really strong last game. Again, it probably goes back to just what I said about our defense really trying to move a little bit. Even if it's not going from end to end, it maybe is gathering a puck and taking 10 strides or 20 strides up the ice and distributing a puck or making a play or getting a dump, or the skating part of it we really try to emphasize. And for me, last game, I thought he had a real strong game.
What have you learned in those first 4 against Winnipeg, and obviously see them for a 5th time here tonight?
It's going to be tough. Those games, I think they could have went either way. All of them, really. They were tight, regardless of the score. They were just tight games and competitive games. There's not a lot of room out there. It's not going to be, probably won't be a pretty game for either team. You're not going to walk off with a lot of really nice plays and line rushes and feel good about it, but you're going to have to work and fight in those battles just to gain a little bit of space, or maybe gain a little bit of time to generate some offense.
How much are you watching kind of 5 through 10 in this side of the conference?
Yeah. I can promise you right now, in the situation we're in, we're watching one team only, and that's ours, and make sure we get our game on track where it needs to be. And it's, do I look at the standings? Yeah, of course I do. Do I sit here and hope for an outcome one way or the other? I can promise you I don't, because I can't think of an easy opponent in the first round, or whether we finish first or second or fourth or whatever it might be. But I know one thing we can control, and that's our team and how we're playing and where our game is at. And that's kind of why we really are looking internally to make sure that we get back to a game that we're happy with and that we like consistently.
Would you guys consider adding a forward before you make the trip, do you think?
I haven't talked to David about it. I know right now we're good. I haven't talked to him about it.